Welcome to Verbal Peak Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. The world weeps for two great giants, two black men. They weep for Pele, whose funeral was today. They weep for Damar, Hamlin, who is still in critical condition, fighting for his life. Football, one is called soccer, one is called American football. Pele died at 82. Damar Hamlin is 24 years old. That's 58 years apart. When Pele was born in 1940, he went through an era in time where racism was just rampant. I mean, everywhere you turn. Now it's 2022. And to see white, black, Asians, Hispanics, Native, every part of humanity all over the world, the globe, the planet, weep for two black men on the same day. It's historic, but it shows you the time in which we live in. This is a time where old things, old ways, old worn out mindsets are null and void. This is 2023. This comes in the knowledge of the fulfillment or the fullness or God representing himself through man, through his commandments, through his knowledge, right? This is the time in which we live in. To see the Buffalo Bills fans, Cincinnati Bengals fans, football fans all across America, football fans all across the globe pray and weep for Damar Hamlin, who took a blow to the chest on a Monday night football game. That game has playoff implications. They postponed the game because they was concerned with the health of Damar Hamlin. There was no big fuss. Cincinnati Bengals fans showed up at the hospital along with Buffalo Bills fans. They showed compassion and concern and care. They prayed for his family. They hurt along with his mother. Look at the streets of Brazil. All races showed up to mourn the death of Pele the Great, celebrating. It shows you the progress and where we are at as humanity. But it also creates a clear dividing line between the racist and the non-racist. There's not that everybody is separating. People who want goodwill, fortune, who wants to enjoy life, who wants to be free, who don't want to get involved in negativity is growing by the day. Those who with that old mindset of hate, you're dying out. It serves no purpose. Right? You can tell someone who cares because they willingly share knowledge for the benefit of humanity. Whether you like the knowledge or not, the purpose was done to show, hey, the writing's on the wall. Either we do this and come together as a nation, or we split apart and let the nation collapse on its head. What do you want to do? Knowledge is power. We went through this ordeal in 2022. Now, I'm not on Kanye West. I'm not, that's separate. I'm solely speaking on Kyrie Irving and him sharing a video link to a documentary which I watched called From Hebrews to Negroes. And if you haven't seen that, and I don't even know if it's still up because they protest or they wanted Amazon to take it down. But there was a lot of information in there. You got to be like Low Key said. You got to chew the meat and spit out the bones. You can't throw the whole steak out because you see a bone in it. It was some information in there about ancient African tribes who were Hebrews, who've been Hebrews. And the only reason why I was upset because as professors and as journalists, it's your obligation to seek the truth. You had a black professor from Princeton, historian, in fact, on CNN, and did not pull out any facts about the African Hebrews, and you are a professor to students. It was ridiculous. It almost said that I fear for my job, so it's not worthy for me to tell the truth on knowledge about any African Hebrews. And you got all these libraries in your books that can prove what Hebrews and Negro was trying to say, even though they said it in their own way, put it like that. But the knowledge is what we're talking about. That's where we at in America. It's how you evolve. You can't say, I don't want you to teach certain truth and label it wokeism because it might offend white kids. Hell, black kids been offended. Native American kids been offended. Japanese kids been offended. We don't see any race as precious or fragile to where you might hurt their ego or bruise their spirit. And so a whole vast wealth of knowledge can't be taught. That's ridiculous. Black students' feelings wasn't spared. Japanese students' feelings wasn't spared. Native American students' feelings wasn't spared. What are you talking about? See, that old day of white is right and everybody else is wrong is gone. And those who hold on to that notion, you are becoming a relic. It's a new time. This is 2023. This is 7. This is the number of fulfillment. This is the number of God working through man. This is the number of understanding that God came in the person of a man and brought forth knowledge with him. You gotta do your research and study, and even if you don't believe it, you still gotta read what he brought with him so you can measure it to see if it's true or not. Because anybody make a statement that bold who said God came in the person of Master Muhammad and this is what he taught, you got to look into that. Whether you don't like who brought the message or whatever hangups you may have, irregardless of that, you have to look into it to see if it's something in there that might prepare you for the future and it might save your life. Because it's bigger than feelings and egos and emotions. It's much, much bigger than that. So Tuesday, November 3rd, you had the world weep for two black men, Damar Hamlin and Pele. One was called soccer, one was called American football, one was spelled Futbal, the other was spelled Footbal, but we drawing commonalities. Damar Hamlin, 24 years old. Pele died at 82. Right, 58 years between those two. And two different time periods. But it shows growth is what I'm saying. It shows in 1940 when Pele was born, it showed how racism was so strong. Now look at it today in 2022. The whole landscape of the planet has changed. Mindsets have changed. How people interact with each other has changed. You know, there was once upon a time to where you could just shoot an unarmed black man and there would be no repercussions. There were no cops going to jail like in 1940 for killing black men. Time has changed. You got judges and juries, and you have people that's looking at this thing and saying, hey, man, wow, this is a human life. You just can't shoot a human down in the street like a dog. You know, there'll be a conviction. Like the officer who shot through the window in Fort Worth and killed that black young lady who was babysitting her nephew. And the nephew had to testify. He just came and, shot through, didn't even identify himself as a peace officer. How you come to bring peace? You don't identify yourself and you shoot through a window. She didn't even see it coming, But I'm telling you all, 2023 is a different year. You will be held accountable for your actions. Now, it was a time where I would say in previous years, right? Okay, let me give you an example. Two idiots robbed a rideshare driver, right? Now, from the photo, one of them looks like to appear to be a black male. Robs a rideshare driver. The idiots don't even know that the money for the rideshare is on an account, in an account. It's not on their persons. So, what's the point? Now, people would say, well, it's hard out there and, that's somebody's child and they need some money and, and discrimination, they couldn't find no bullshit. You might could have said that 10 years ago, but that's over with. You wanted to rob because you wanted easy money, but you caught on video, and I hope to God they catch him. Because those that are robbing people for their possessions in 2023, you're spreading a disease, a mindset throughout the community to where others might want to do the same thing that you've done. You have to be responsible for your actions. And so you're not going to get away with it. Those days are gone. They have jobs all over America, things that you can do to where you don't have to rob now. This is not 1940, 1950, 60, 70. This is 2022. People are starting their own businesses online. You got so many options now. So, yeah, those days are gone. Right. So just heed the warning. Nobody is putting up with it anymore. It's time out for it. It's played out. It's played out. It's not working. It's not going to work. You on television, on the news. The guy had a video camera, videoing your dumb ass as you trying to rob a rideshare driver. You're so stupid till you don't even understand that they don't even have money on their persons. You just going to jail because you just want to go to jail. Why you just didn't go up to the police station and pull out a gun and get on the ground so they could arrest your dumb ass? It don't make any sense, man. That game is over with, especially for an adult male to be out there preying on people to rob them. You are, how can I put it? You have not justified your existence on this planet by robbing people, right? Meaning that the world could do better without you in it. And that goes for black, brown, white, whatever color you want to put to it. You out there snatching old ladies' purses. The world can do better without you in it. Now, rehabilitation programs, I don't know. We got to work on that. But I do know this. There's a mayoral election coming up in 2023. And I'm telling you guys, vote for Robin Williams for mayor in 2023. All right. If you want to move forward in a way that's fair and just, you want to vote for Robin Williams, I'm telling you. This is a new day. It's a new time. It's a new era. Right? We got to get things together. Verpic Radio, we're out.